live. Holy moly, that was a pain in the ass. I love when Windows Update messes up stuff. So fun. Okay, that's good. Refresh this, refresh this. That's good. Grab this, post that there, there we go. There we go, I can mute that now. What did I just close? Wait, what did I just do? Oh, I closed Discord. I was like, what the heck did I just do? Okay. Game is open. I think that's everything I need to do. I got this open. I got that. Yeah, I think we can swap over to this. The game's on a black screen because we're on a load screen. There we go. Please see guild announcements. I see. Any other announcements that were posted here on the message board? 4 days ago, for the 26th of August. Okay. Okay, I still have access to them. Let's see. Is this done? Yes. Okay. Challenger World check-in to do. Get the Morning Star Feast. Where did the chicken for this one? Interesting. I did this last night without realizing it. Come on, game. You can leave through here. Grab this. I have not done Monster Park Extreme. We have not done all of this stuff. Oh yeah, before I forget. I guess we can do the Monster Park Extreme. Forgot I joined in on channel 1. That's good. Can I use this here? Yeah, no, this is in the town. Man, that ain't cool note though. Let's see, where did I put it? Right here. Let's move it over to this set of tabs. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Yeah, there's a lot of info in here. A lot of stuff upcoming. So the 27th, we get Legion Champion, Midnight Carnival, which is just the new event. This guy's only recruited one person. Champion Burning, Challenger World Pre-Leap happens, and the Day of the Diver crossover event extended. Okay, 1 second here. Let me just swap over to this here. Wait, my sinker symbol upgraded. That's a lot of money. I need to make a plan for this weekend and see all the stuff. Like, this definitely needs to get the 17 star at least. This is going up to 17. Those can go higher. This is staying at 17. Maybe, actually, no, we could try getting those up, actually. We do have a dupe, so we could try getting them past 17. Man, this guy's been diligent about doing his symbols. Oh, you got a pop mark, I see. Okay, we got one joiner. I see that Billy has claimed the gift. Because I can see this magical lotus hairpin. I love how this guy is gatekeeping that person. That is crazy to me. We just need bodies to get in here. Why is this? Oh, I see what's going on. Oh, we got a person. Alright, we need one more person. Let's go, we're finally full. Okay, both of us have the same idea. I'm going this way. Blue dogs, those slimes. Wow, okay. Aha! Wait, where is... Huh? He was killing something before and he left his spot. That's kind of weird to me, but whatever. Anything. I don't think it's possible for us to kill it on this first one. We're not quite there yet. Okay, that's 30 of these done. Pretty sure it's 15 per spawn, so 3 spawns later, this is done. We gotta go assist. Never mind. They're doing it. And he is not mid. Mid top. Oh my god. It's always in the last place you expect. Whoops, I'm dumb. Used the wrong skill, sent myself flying off. Was not expecting that. Alright, and this is done. Easy peasy. Okay, well, let's go to a channel that is not this channel to be able to do our normal monster parks. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh yeah, I'm in this gear stuff. I was like, wait a minute, that's not the that's a ring effect I'm not supposed to be seeing. Yeah. Okay, swap over to this, apply. Alright, we're good. Oh, that's right, we have the familiar things. Okay, so I've got this guy to reroll. Technically, I could reroll this, because I have another item drop rate guy. I've got 30 well, I got plenty of time to use those 30 rerolls to get some stuff and see what we actually get. But yeah, inkwell note stuff. Let us have this on the second monitor here to just keep scrolling through. We get the 2-minute change in September. Boss reward improvements in skill ring, Hexastat 3 releases, Baldrick's releases, Destiny weapon releases. Another UI revamp to modernize the UI is coming out. I don't know what is actually entailed in that one. Off the top of my head. The cash shop gets made better. Finally, after like 20 years of the same old cash shop, they finally are improving the cash shop. In before it crashes more. But yeah, is there anything special in the Legion Champions we already knew about? We pretty much understood that system. Midnight Carnival. Pretty standard. I don't think there's anything too special about that event. The Day of the Diver extension was not something I was expecting. I don't understand why it's called the free play period. I'm not sure what that means. Either way, we got that. I need to go kill 300 mobs real quick. Baldrick's, which doesn't entail anything for me and Billy for a while because that's a little out of our pay grade of bossing. It's out of the pay grade of bossing for a lot of people, honestly. I guess I could do one second. Do it like this. Firefox visuals. Yeah, I guess we could go through like this. And I'll keep playing the game. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I clicked on the thing. Uh, UL stuff they're talking about here. Oh yeah, level 3 link skills to everything. So that means now, if you have level 2 mules that are not 210, you're gonna need them at 210 so that they give you link skill thing. That's a lot of link skills I need to upgrade. That's a lot of XP tokens I need for that. So we're definitely gonna be using... I mean, technically I want every class at least at 210 now because of that change. Just to have all of their link skills be level 3 no matter what. Wait, so this... Does that change anything for the stackers, though? Right, because, like, if you have triple archer from Explorer, does that change anything? I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll have to see. Yeah, because this is still a ways off. This is future content, so it's not like I need to worry about it right away. We got time, but we can start setting up for it with these EXP tickets that we have in the Day of the Diver event, because I'm going to be making more than 300k now. And we're going to be using that on the Kronos server. But that's big. That's a big change. Only certain jobs enjoy this benefit. I mean, the link skills were really strong in the past, even at level 2, so having everything at level 3 is going to be kind of crazy. Additional ways to acquire equipment and restore destroyed equipment. So yeah, this essentially is our problem for the new starring system coming out. Which is they're going to make it so that there's more drops and ways to get drops back. So if you boom something, you're going to be able to get it back, I guess, instead of it being boomed. Fragments, so you guarantee you just make the items. Which we don't know how you're going to get the fragments, but there's going to be a fragment system. System to restore destroyed equipment via quest. An item dedicated to restoring destroyed equipment traces during Star Force enhancement. Ah, okay, lightning. Thanks for that. Reducing the penalty for destroyed items. So I guess just higher star return. Instead of going down to 12, it goes down like less. I don't know how much, right? No details really. But then this was an interesting one. I don't know how this is going to work on Kronos and Hyperion. I don't think it'll actually have any effect on our servers. Because that would be kind of... Well, it'd be weird for the whole reboot situation of how that works. But it is an interesting system that you can rent out gear and, like... Also for item burn replacements, that's like... It's the first time I deal with item burning. I don't know if it's been in the past. Probably has. But a way to upgrade from item burning will be nice. Then the familiar change was massive. So you're going to get presets, which I assume is just going to swap when you do your gear preset. It'll swap that too, I guess. I don't know. But there's going to be presets. So it auto swaps based on conditions. And then expanding the familiar inventory and bag slots. So more familiar space, which is something we could direly need because holy... Is 100 slots not enough when you're actually trying to upgrade familiar? The fact that you can't upgrade from up to unique from purple in one go is really bad. And then they're just getting rid of certain stats on the familiars to make them more consistently good. I mean, enemy removal stats is massive. If they're bad stats, anyways. You know, like they curveball, haha, they remove all the good ones. Familiar is useless, but that's kind of a doomer outlook. Just a wee bit. Next, progression convenience for multiple characters. More just convenience for everybody to be able to play the game. And by that I mean you do a pre-quest on somebody while the pre-quest is done on all the characters. Like there's already a lot of those that are done instantly, but I assume there's going to be more completions for that. So like probably stuff like the sixth job advancement and all that, maybe even fourth job. You don't actually have to do the quest anymore. You just instant complete it on the character because you've done it once on the account. Not too sure what that is. Weekly quest completion limits will be changed to daily. I don't also know what that means. Like, does that mean for making Apso gear and stuff like that, you can just do that daily? No, that's already daily. I don't know what that actually means. A transfer of Absolab arcane number and equipment between characters within the same account will be supported. Yeah, somehow I don't think that's for us on reboot and all that. I think that's a... Oops. Only for the live servers, which are the heck are they actually? Interactive servers, that's what it is. I was like, live servers is not this, because like, yes, reboot and all that is dead servers. That's how that works, right? Definitely. Improving some stuff. Oh yeah, you can star certain things in this menu. So right now, you know, it's always in this list. Be able to star the ones that you actually care to go into and use. Which will be nice, because that means you can favorite the ones that at the top and just have the good ones that you need to access every day instead of, well, I gotta scroll down and click on this every day, and this is the ones I need. Oh, I did my monster parks. Nice. Okay, that's done. I need to kill 300 mobs. Okay, let's do this in a weird way. Let's go like this. Second while I get over here. And then disable swish swish. Oh, these mobs are not in my level range, so it doesn't even matter, okay. Oh, wait, if these aren't in my level range, this is not helping me with the kill 300. Yes. Aha, these ones are. Okay, turn off swish swish for now. Alright, but back to the things. Favorite list. Auction house stuff doesn't matter for us. Enhancing convenience in extraction and inventory organization. That can be a lot of things they can do for that. There's tons of ways they can improve that, so very happy about that. Will not complain. Other conveniences. Processing of opening cache items, whatever. Don't really interact with that much, so it's like, eh. Bulk opening of content reward boxes, massive. No more single clicks for all that garbage. What else is there? Simplifying the text that needs to be inputted when obtaining certain items. Yep, that's nice too. Adding an invincibility status indicator when using invincibility skills. That, some skills have it built in, but some are just not good at telling you that type of stuff, honestly. yeah, so just a bunch of quality of life stuff like I said, just big updates coming in this winter patch. Very nice things. More stuff will be in October that we'll find out with the MapleCon. And then the thank you gift of 2 Maggrowth potions, symbol selector, solar to slash solar to fragments, 300 soul to fragments, 30 mystical familiar cards, EXP vouchers 5,000, VIP boosters times 10, experience nodes times 20, and the magical lotus stuff. Don't forget to claim your gift. You have till the 26th, the end of the current set of events, to claim it. So don't forget to do it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here, right? That's the end of it. But yeah, big update, big patch. Or I say big patch. Big news, I should say. Not really patch. We'll have to see how it goes, right? Like, they can still fumble, you know, they can say all they want, they can talk all they want, but until they show results, it's not always perfect. But, you know, I can be happy with what they have revealed. I can be optimistic and excited for the future. Damn, 70% XP, that is a big map. Okay. And we want to do this over here. After this, we do Ursus real quick. To be honest, I don't really know why I activated the rune on this map, because I'm only killing 300 mobs. So, like, that was a big waste of the rune, because the cooldown is going to be forever when I actually go farm. I guess I can change up the order of stuff. I can go do the other things first. Why desync these just a wee bit? Da, 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 da. And that's 300 days done. Okay, we only need 70 for the other things. Probably should go do all the other stuff and then we finish off with grinding on this character before the end. There we go, all of those are done. Let's go back to town. From town, let's pop open the boss menu. Let's go into this. Hello! Oh, wait, what? Did I miss something? Is Ursus not up right now? Hello, Kichi! Welcome to the stream! How you doing on this beautiful day? Oh, okay, there's people filtering in. Okay, I was just in the dead time. Gotcha. Made great progression in the garden. Now I started playing Pal World again. Nice. There's been some pretty big updates for Pal Worlds over the course of its release. Pretty crazy stuff. New farms you can build. Okay, I don't know actually all the stuff for the updates. I just know, like, some of the things. Where did she get this hairstyle? Where's the red long swordswoman hair? Is there a ticket I missed with that one? Let's see. Three more people versus. Complete. Morning Star Feast. Already did that. Where's the other chicken? Oh, it's this Burning Express I need to check in. There we go. Gain that. The only part before the big update was Hexocars, the map where resources did spawn. The palace somehow didn't want to work when you weren't watching. Probably a map bug. I don't know. But you can finally build the Hexocar mines, which makes the rest of the game way easier. Yeah, I remember that that was one of the big issues too when I played at the start, was that pals wouldn't always be working when you weren't close enough to them. So if you got too far away, it just didn't work. And it was really, really annoying because of that. Because you'd want, like, you'd set them up to be AFK farming, essentially. And you couldn't AFK farm because they wouldn't do the job. By the way, is the bug that exists that you can capture the bosses still work? Can you still capture bosses in that game? I found it hilarious having the boss monsters. They were utterly broken because they couldn't die. They were unkillable beasts, but it was a hilarious bug. Very annoying to set up in some ways, but... Gotta love the lag on the Ursus map. They patched it by accident, man. That was one of the bugs that I wish they just, like, unpatched and just kept in the game. Though I guess if you're playing on, like, the actual, like, public servers and there's the PvP and all that, right? I guess that's not good for those servers. Alright, this should be... Yeah, this is the third Ursus, so... Once this last guy accepts or declines and we get another queue, we'll be done Ursus. And then we're gonna go do Commercy real quick. Yo, how many times am I gonna get stunned? Remember how the bug worked? Guards need to shoot the boss. Yeah. Yeah, the guard... Oh, that would work with every pal in the game? I see. So you could go cheese pals, like, very early on because of that. It wasn't just bosses. That's an interesting conundrum. Okay, that's done. That's good. This... I do not need to track this quest anymore. Save. Okay, those are done. Let's go to Commercy. Did they release, like, they must have released content that's after, like, Jet Dragon and stuff like that, right? Like, that's just stronger in power and, like, maybe Jet Dragon's still the best flying mount and stuff like that, but I assume there's stronger pals now with all the updates. I gotta assume. Yeah, way stronger. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I assume that would happen just because, I mean, there's been like 3 major updates. It's like, oh yeah, we never touched the end game of the game, guys, though. It was just like a bunch of mid-game stuff. Dirt. But the strongest pal in the game is me. I mean, yeah, if you got a gun and you're decked out in gear, I'd imagine our characters are usually the strongest. We actually got pretty powerful. It's so interesting of a concept of just like actually fighting with your Pokemon. Have I ever had a full party of Goppins full startup? No. I've never actually done any of those like crazy scaling strategy. Oh, it's the weapon damage party. Okay, okay. Yeah, I can imagine you get pretty ridiculous with that. Because the whole breeding system and like min-maxing in that game is actually pretty well done. And together with that, I had a food buff that was also plus 20% damage. Jesus. So, you know, your casual bullet that's doing like 1,000 damage is doing a little bit more. Da, 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 next. There we go. Yeah, so like I said, I only played when the game first released and did a bunch of stuff then. So I have, what is expeditions? You can send them out to go gather you materials and like random items? Or is that in, no, I don't remember expeditions being in the game. Haha, so you can swap, okay. I don't have all of the tower bosses. I only have a few of them. But that's kind of funny. You can just, you're like, ah, I got this broken ass pal. Let me just transfer him to a PvP world. Are you effed? Because it's not like you're ever killing those tower bosses. The amount of HP those things had compared to a normal pal is not Not very equal. Yeah, I can't remember. I got like the first two, maybe three in total. I didn't do the rest of them because I didn't really like care. I just had the two and it was fun and I was like, yeah. They're a great base defense, is all I gotta say. Extreme growth potion. You know what? Screw. We'll just. Okay, we've done this to ourselves. Oh god. Always forget that when you do that, the problem of your Y button being beside your big button. You know, the big 6-minute cooldown? Yeah, being right beside this. If you ever fat finger and hit two buttons, well, it's going to be a T and a Y. Which means thank you, but in this case, it's haha, screw you. Your 6-minute has just been used. Not like I really need it for anything. It's Golix, but just kill him without any problem, to be honest. Okay, that's done. Let's do again. We got 4 more of these to do. Yeah, I guess you could just mod it in. That you have the tower bosses. It's not like you actually, like, you know. I'm sure there's ways to get it if you really want it. They should have reintroduced a way to actually capture the tower bosses that was, like, a little bit secret. It's just one of those funny bugs that you're, like, sad when it gets patched. But it was, you had to do it because other thing was being abusive that you didn't want to be abusive. It's like, okay, we don't mind the tower boss capturing, but we do mind this. Oh, there's a Terraria crossover. Let me see something here. If I type in PAL World into this. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Is that just like a permanent crossover, or is it a... Well, I assume it's a permanent crossover and not just a time thing? It's only like MMOs that really have time things for stuff like this. Or gacha games. Or, well, I say gacha games with like phone game crossovers and stuff like that. Would be surprised if it's time-based. Yeah, the more... as soon as I said, I was like, I don't think this is the type of game that would have something be time-based. Which doesn't really make sense. This isn't a game that's just like, oh yeah, you just play for this little event and gain permanent bonuses. Are they still working on Terraria 2, or do we even know what's going on with the people who made Terraria? Like, I know they've been updating the game and stuff, but like, what else have they made as a company? I don't actually know. Terraria Game Company. Ari Logic. What else have they made? Just this wiki page. 1 second here. Let's go here and see if we can get a party for this. Oh. Let's go! Easy. Got in here with us. Wow, they have only made... They have Terraria, they've published Pixel Piracy and Pixel Privateers. And they have a cancelled game, Terraria Otherworld. Hello, Free Season. I would say I'm winning. This character is coming along quite nicely. There's a new POW which can revive you if you die. That sounds pretty useful. Yeah, we hit 275. Almost 276. Gear-wise... We have... Oh, okay, this is not my bossing set. This is just my item meso drop set. Not that much power in it. But if we swap over... We're a little bit stronger. We've got 4-piece superior, waiting for this 5, 10, 15 to get this up to 17 star for this Golix ring. We got this 17, 17, 17. So we got 4-piece superior. Got our fairy heart. We finally hit 21% secondary and emblem. Holy moly, was I unlucky on that. That took forever. We got the Sweetwater tattoo. We've got this insane Sweetwater monocle. Well, at least for me anyways. 33% luck's pretty nice. We've got this Dominator that needs to go up to 17. What else is there? Not much else in that gear, but dupe-wise, we've got a bunch of reinforced. Okay, we're not done here. Go away, by the way. We got a bunch of reinforced. We have a dupe, Superior Golix, and Superior Engraved, so we got some chances to get to 20 stars on those upcoming this weekend. We have another Dominator here, so we can also try to get the Dominator to 20. We've got a lot of potential games coming up this weekend, so we're pretty excited on this server. On my Kinesis, I now have all 5 pieces of Arcane. So in the last 2 weeks, I went from 0-piece Arcane to 5-piece Arcane. We're gonna have only like 8 bill for this server. Not that much money set. Did I... Wait, what? Why did he leave the part? Oh, he had the DC and come back, I see. I was like, did I just get screwed on my Commercy run again? So, we got 5-piece Arcane to go tap to 17 on the other server. We've got some 22-star attempts. We've got a lot of tapping that's going to happen this weekend. It's going to be... Sorry, I got a little distracted by the fact that Goldway happened again. I'm 2 Goldways today for Commercy. We haven't done the familiar rerolls yet. You used all your luck today? Did you do some familiar rerolls? Is that why? I've yet to claim that stuff, so I gotta claim that today. I'll log on and show. Ooh, okay, okay. We're gonna have our friend logging in here, Free Cheese and coming in to show off some stuff. Nothing good from rerolls? Unfortunate. I've seen some pretty insane stuff on the Reddit already from the rerolls, as usual. Some people get very lucky. That, or they just save their, like, good looks to be like, oh, I did this in the rerolls, and they didn't actually do them. Either way, I've seen some people get pretty lucky. Would like some of that luck. I don't have... I have two good familiars on the account because I have two greatly increased drop chance pets, or familiars. What about the inkwell note? Did you look at that? It looks like some good news. We'll have to see what actually comes from it, right? Because talk is cheap, but yeah. Good to see. All right, bound. 43 mil. Holy shit. All right, superior Golux. 21%, 17 star. Item drop with 18% luck. Okay, okay. Kronos treasure looking pretty nice. Superior Golux pendant. Oh, we're done this. 1 second here. I gotta transfer over to here and complete this. Okay, we wait till we go back in. Okay, we didn't get go away a third time. Nice. Alright, let me move this over. We got 17 star Dom with 996. Okay. This waiting to get the 17 star with 23% attack power. It's a pretty good flame, I'm pretty sure. I think. I can't remember where the flame is for attack for 6 and 7. Superior Golux belt with again. Man, you have rolled some good cubes here, my man. T6, okay. High Caliber just used his thing, nice. We just saw Origin be used by accident. Alright, I'm gonna hop out of this map so I don't get a random invite while we inspect the rest of the gear. Okay. We got the condensed power crystal with the item drop still existing. Your black bean mark with a nice little 30%. The challenger gear existing. Superior Golux earring, 17 star with 996. I wasn't looking at the flames. You have like anything that's like super giga crazy flame wise? No, I expected outcomes for most of these. Yeah, the weapon's got a crazy flame. As this is pretty nuts. Peep on the end. Oh, this guy. We weren't done looking at the gear, but I've seen what you said by getting lucky. Ah, yes, a nice little black heart for the server. This is still ridiculous, by the way. You know, this is still a standout piece. And this pisses me off, though, because this is 21% plus 9% magic attack. I was so close to being you. I was so close to being you. And he just crashed and burned. Oh yeah, didn't my title run out of... Yeah, my title ran out of... Guess we can use this for the rest of the server's life expectancy. Because this ran out. Yeah, I made the mistake of claiming the Eternal Flame at the same time. So, yeah, this was a mistake. Inkwell gift gave you level 10 Janus. Nice. Oh, and of course you got a Shackles of Resentment. Yes. You're just a little luck box, aren't you? It's your Sacred looking like 6-6 or 6-5-5-5. Okay, well at least I'm winning in one aspect. This guy. Oh, I guess I'm also winning in the aspect of the inner ability. Okay, I got one win here. Took a break for a bit. Yeah, I kind of felt like that a lot of people did that, especially with the fact that most people are going to get their gains on the Challenger World just done, like, passively now. I might end up going for Challenger, but I don't know, we'll see. After I do this 5, 10, 15, we'll see how powerful I am. I'm pretty sure with my current CP, I could solo everything I need to solo if I just put effort into it. But I don't know if I care about the Challenger title. I just want Diamond, and I'm already guaranteed that from just existing at this point. As long as I keep doing my check-ins. Couldn't solo H. Will.
Still blind to the
Gave up after 6
between
attempts. Wow,
courage and
Will is the one you can solo. That's surprising to me. Was it just last phase blasting you, or was... Oh, I forgot to summon my fams. H... Hard Hilla's easier. Like, Lucid I could see. Hilla... I'm surprised. What was killing you on Will? What was so hard about Will? I find Will, I don't know, I find Will is easier than Lucid for me. Web out. Is getting tilted AF. Yeah, okay, the final phase webbing can be, yeah. Can be a tilter. By the way, do you like how I turn red right now? Oops, PC crashed. Oof. The good old PC crash. Alright. We've done a little dance. Ha! Hey, the little dance worked! I've got another superior belt. That's another dupe. So we got 2 superior belts to try and get this superior to at least 20 stars. We're gonna get some big gains this weekend on this character. This character's got a ton of stuff to work with. I'm also holding on to the reinforced just in case. Like, ideally, I wouldn't want to replace my superior with that, because I already have 21% luck on it, and it is like... It's got a flame and all that. So we wouldn't want to transfer into it, but... You know, if we gotta do, we gotta do, you know, sometimes. This gets to 21, well... Okay, what else is there that I want to do here that's not just go farm? Gotta do all these bosses soon. Before the weekend, but we got a few days for that. I'm trying to think here. I think it's just set up for Erda. For the farm. Let's go to Shangra. I guess I could also claim the gift. Quick move, Maple, Inkwell. Yeah, so we got the Mag Growth potions. Do I want to do the Mag Growth potions on this server? Like, I'm gonna save those. Symbol selector is being used on this for sure. But did I hyperburn? I have yet to hyperburn anything with the new hyperburn. I gotta figure out what I'm doing with that. I don't know what I want to do with it. I think it might be my Wind Archer on the other server. But you also get a full character, essentially. So I don't know. Okay, that's been added. Oh my god, this is annoying that it closes every time. Oh my god, I have to do that 3 times. I see. Okay, we're in this despair moment of opening and closing stuff. $20, please and thank you. Thank you. Inkwell. Mystical fam cards. We are getting 30. Inkwell, thank you. Solar to fragments. All 300. Beautiful. Inkwell's thank you gift. VIP boosters. I guess we can hold on to that. EXP vouchers we don't need. I mean, I don't really care who this goes on because we don't really need any mogs right now, so that's like, it can just be claimed on this server and it's fine. Okay. Let us see. We claim these on this, so yeah, we're just gonna use those and pretend we didn't do that because that was not the best idea, but it's whatever. Bird fragment. Did you actually enjoy Adele, though? Have you been enjoying that class? Because I know Billy doesn't like it, but for different reasons. He complains about the iframe a lot. So it's decent. I mean, decent isn't a bad. You know, at least it works. Sacred symbol claim. Shangri-La, combine, 100, yes. Sacred. Pain. I haven't bossed on it, only level 255. Ah, okay, so. Still going up. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with that, because technically I could do any character with it. Max, yes, confirm. Alright, that should let me finish off some of these nodes here. This... Oh my god, we can't select like that, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna do it like this, because that's a lot of wasted XP if I do that. Okay, decent combat orders needs one more level, so we're gonna node shard that up when I can. Select entire page. Yeah, I don't care about this Mapei node, so 250. Node crafting. Where's decent combat orders? Craft. I think I need 2 of this, but let's just make 1 for now. Never mind, I only needed the 1. Nice. Alright, that is rank 2. Why is it only rank +1 all skills? This is supposed to be +2 all skills. Am I missing something? Why is this only +1 skills? When did they change this? I thought this was +2 when you maxed it out. When did they change this? Or is this... I guess I never looked at this, right? No, why? No, because they say to level it up in the freaking Cadena guide. What happened to my Cadena server? There it is. Maple, FAQ. Let's see something here. V matrix. Yeah, it literally says to level this up. Why is it not level 2? Combat. Control F. Or Alt F. Yeah, why? The hell did you just say, Kichi? What map do we whap at? The map that I've been leveling on is Blooming Spring 2. What level are you? You are... You're you're 275, same as that. Yeah, I've been doing Blooming Spring. Oh, I from Cthulhu, my bad, is his German name. I see. I was like, what did you just say? I'm literally right here. Oh. I'll be there in a second. I'm just very confused by this decent combat orders not being a +2 skill to everything. When it should be. Well, that's annoying. Okay, we get that to that. That's node crafting, blink we need to get. Craft, 1, blink, enhance. Congrats, Kichi, on the capture. Oh, let's see, is there anything else I need to level up in here that's like needed? This is passive all stats, so that's not terrible to level up rope lift. I think I'm done with opening node stones on this character. I don't think there's anything else I need. I guess Fountain would be something that you could level up. Let's enhance rope lift, because that's something. Boom, and that is done. Plus 22 all stats. Alright. Let me just grab some items here. No. We need this. Victory badge exchange. WAP. We're doing a WAP. That means I need 4 of these. Yes, technically I only need 3, but whatever. That's good. Everything else is good. This is all good. Alright. Over to the map. Have you found a channel yet, Free Cheesin'? Or did you just settle on 30%? Yeah, you keep farming for a second. I'm gonna go through the channels real quick and just look. Alright, I'll go look around real quick. And we'll see if I can get something higher. 30% is pretty decent. Alright, another 30%. People are not farming right now is what this means. Dead map. 40% on 21. Let's see if there's anything higher. 20. My god, I'm dying. 40%. Nothing. Well, 25 has 70%. I don't know if we can have multiple people in here, though, because we already have a person here. You seeing mobs right now? I'm not sure if this map's one of the maps that has multiple people able to... More than 2 anyways. It works? Okay. Let us begin. Oh, the other guy left also. Interesting. Now that that's all set up, we can pop the buffs. You know what I didn't do? There we go. Hey. Now we expand this out. You know one good thing about having this pet make me red? Is that I'm never going to mess up not having my familiars anymore. Because if my character is not red, I know I'm not in the correct... I don't have my familiars on. And the last thing I need to do is swish swish got to be turned back on. Turn it off while doing the other mobs. The two different styles of Cadena farming. My man bouncing all over the place, and then me just chilling here in my corner. Using my summons. Yeah, we're up to 7 energy, so we should be able to get some decent games from all those frags. I didn't pop my guild skills. Not the Shadow Wolf, or Dark Wolf, my bad. Whatever shall we do? Yeah, that was not so great by me. Kept falling. Should be able to use these 10 VIP boosters. I actually get so many VIP boosters right now, it's kind of crazy. I gotta think really what I want to use that. I'm gonna have to look at all my characters. I also need to figure out, like, I don't know if I'm using Janice right. Let me see here. Options. Effects, other characters. Let's see. So you got this orb up here. Okay. You got an orb right here, and you're using an orb here. Oh shit, my stuff is despawned. Give me a sec. So what I do is I have my fountain here, and then I put one Soul Janus here, and one Soul Janus down here. And that covers that entire side of the map. I think you're fine. Like, you're essentially doing what I'm doing, just a bit differently, right? Because you have your Janus is here instead of my fountain, and then your Janus is there, and then you use fountain here. So I think it ends up being the same, if I'm honest. If you were not level 10, and you were level, like, 9 Janus, what you would do is just put fountain over here, and then Janus would be on this platform right here, and this one Janus at sub-level 10 would be taking care of that entire section, instead of having to use 2. Because for some reason, when you level up the Janus to higher and get more orbs, it gets smaller. Why did they do that? I don't know. It just is what it is. It's not very enjoyable for me, because if they were Giga Orbs, they would be very amazing. Well, you essentially just did the same thing as what I do. And that should be, like, full clearing the whole side of that map. Also depends on your fountain level. Because I maxed out my fountain, right? Or is it not maxed? What level is my fountain at? No, my fountain's maxed now. Because it was not one-shotting for me for a while, and I just decided I'm going to get XP for this thing. And I leveled it up. This is wild to have all of the skill effects available at the same time, and we're both playing Cadena, so I just see, like, I'll see your chain, and I'm like, is that mine? I just see your orbs, it's like, holy. The other really nice thing about having Soul Janus level 10, though, is that it's a 70-second duration instead of a 60-second duration with a 60-second cooldown. So you get that 10 seconds of actually being able to replace the darn thing without it going to hell. Oh, the other thing I haven't talked about today is that KMS is having the biggest balance patch they've ever done. So big, in fact, that it is going to be split into 3 months of patches. You heard that right. How often are you supposed to loot? So the meso bags and loot, as soon as it drop, has a 2-minute lifespan. So if you have a what pets are you using? Do you have a vac pet? I can't see your pets because they're somewhere and I can't see them. Yeah, you have a vac pet. So when you go to replace your orbs, you'll be looting the entire map on this one, so you don't really have to worry about it. Oh, we have another person on here. I was like, what the hell am I seeing now? What is this Cadena skill? But that's not a Cadena skill at all. It's one of the Night Lord or Night Walker skills. I don't know which one is which. But yeah, with the vac pet, when you pop over to replace your orbs and all that, you should be able to full loot the map. If you didn't have a vac pet, it would be a little more annoying. Just because you'd actually have to loot each platform. But you only have to loot every 2 minutes. You have to loot before a 2-minute period happens for the drop. So, usually I would go loot cycle every respawn of the orb. While you're placing them, this is kind of when you would want to loot. Alright. I need to turn you guys off. I can't deal, there's too many of you. Ooh. So much easier? Yeah. Especially with a vac pet, you don't really have to struggle to loot with those. And there's no rush to it, because like I said, there's a 2-minute drop on those things, so... Why am I still seeing you? I turned off animations. Get out of here. And this is a max mob count map, so it's like, you can't really do much better than this. Other than just moving up in levels. Because I believe we changed maps at 276. I want to say there's a map we upgrade to. Because the only reason this map isn't that great is because it's a dual spawn map. So the familiar cards are not ideal. Because we're 50-50ing it. Well, I say 50-50. There's more of the spring researchers than there are butterflies. So it's more like a 70-30 split in card drop. But for familiar farming, you know, you want just the one card. Too much yapping, not enough paying attention to my summons. We'll let them fall. One thing you can do, because there's always one of these like cleaning events while you're doing the farm, or well, map-wide like explosion things, is you sync yourself up to just go loot and resummon. Because about every minute you can like, well, not every minute, but like on the minute when you're resummoning, you can spawn her if you time it correctly with your kills. But that's like some super degen stuff. Min-maxy. Not really needed. Much better when you don't have a backbend to try and do that. Just so then you have a good loot skill going on while you're looting. My man using the giant rune. That's like the one rune I never pop unless I'm on a low B character anymore. There we go. Now my broomy should be synced up. But yeah, speaking of the KMS balance patch, so they got a little preview of their new boss coming up. And like I was saying, they have 3 balance patches hitting, I'm gonna say, every class in the game. Like, I can't imagine they're not hitting every class with some buffs, nerfs, etc. Considering it's 3 months straight from, I believe, September, October, November is literally all balance patches. I don't believe Cadena is in the first balance patch at all. I don't think we've gotten anything. Well, actually, no. There's some buffs to some of the neutral nodes for all the classes. So the Hex, or not Hexa, but V-Matrix. That got some buffs for us because Poison... the Poison ability that we use for the passive is apparently being buffed and might actually be an ability now. The hell is the name of the skill even? This little guy right here. Venom Burst is getting buffed apparently. I think that's the only thing so far that's affecting Cadena. Because we haven't gotten the specific changes. My Kinesis is in the first balance patch with a bunch of changes, but I don't know if it's good or bad. Because they're reducing the damage of the skills, but they're increasing the speed at which stuff activates. So like they're reducing how long the animations take to actually hit. So it's like, yes, you nerf the damage, but at how much faster am I actually hitting? I don't know. So it's hard to tell if it's a buff or like a good change or not. I went here way too early. The other thing is, I'm no expert on balance stuff. So, I'll let the eggheads in the class discords figure that out if it's a buff or a nerf. Though for Kinesis, I don't think anybody's going to know until we actually see it in action, because it's like... hard to tell with those. It's not just a numerical change where it's like, ah, yes, this was bigger number now, thus better. You know what? We got a giant pot. Let's join our friend. Dude, my little statues get real big. Can I put these down? No, of course not. Ah, good old little view bot popping in for the day. Hello, hello. Get right on banning you again. Did you get your Android from Gachapon or whatever it was? The tickets that you could buy? Is that where you got your Android from? The blue surprise box thingy? They had? Okay. Yeah, so it was what... I was like, where did he get that from? Hey, a warning boss. Why is it always that it pops right after I just used the thing? I don't actually know the timers on these XP pops. So like these little orbs, I don't actually know what the timer is on those. For how long you have to I get lazy and just use Origin on random like loot cycles when I want, or not loot cycles, but kill cycles to just drink water. Oh, you got the MVP! Oh my lord, you are just... You're just doing everything. I was like, wait, when did I get an MVP buff? Got my own personal. Cheesin' to the rescue. The power of Solar is still present, lingering around. I don't know why I read that in a voice like it's... I don't know. I always do a voice when I read that line, though. Just one of those quirks. How many of the other pals have at 45? Meme pal because of the crossover? I mean, it might... Oh. Alright, I was about to replace my summons, but we get an Aspharia portal. Because how many skills do normal pals have at level 45? I don't remember how many skills they would have. You would think they would make it decent, though. Though I guess Cthulhu isn't like... Is Cthulhu... No, Cthulhu isn't the final one, because they would have put in Moonlord, right? At least 6, I think, but the level 38 slimes only have 1 skill. Yeah, I guess it depends on which pal you capture. I hate ropes with a passion on this map. Right, because I saw the Moon Lord in the crossover image, so I assume Moon Lord is the... I mean, it does make sense. Yeah, I guess it makes sense if they're trying to, like, scale the mobs more to the actual power of them in Terraria. Like a slime having level only 1 skill, Cthulhu having only 2. That kind of makes sense, because they're both, like, well, the slime is, like, literally the first mob you fight. But it's not like Cthulhu's that late game. He's a very early game boss, so it makes sense that he's not super powerful. I imagine Moon Lord's going to be giga busted, though. Well, gotta catch them all. Yeah, that too. Yeah, okay, have fun with that one. That motivation ain't coming anytime soon. Four-star every passive? Yeah, have fun with reading tens of thousands of pals. Unless they made that easier, but still was a ridiculous amount of pals in the base game. Or 16, 32, 64. Yeah. Yeah. And that's not a count. Wasn't there something else when you had to do it too? I remember it being ridiculous. Like, or maybe it was breeding for the correct skills for like the perfect pets, not just the passives. That got it to be like absurd numbers when I was looking at it at the start of the game, and I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm not breeding. Not for this stuff, anyways. Are you gonna early transfer off of the server, Cheesin'? Or are you just gonna stick around and keep making benefits of like the dual dailies? You want out? Makes sense. So bad. What's your plan when you transfer out? You going straight into like Black Mage and like doing that type of stuff, or? On a boss for friends. Makes sense. I take it all your friends kind of abandoned the Challenger world? Or just finished on it and they're just like, don't care? Up to C-Team with friends? Yeah, once I transfer this character off, so my debate is if I do bosses to get the diamond early and just transfer off. Most of them didn't need the Challenger World benefits, so they didn't come on here. Technically, I could have skipped it, too. Like, it's not super beneficial, but I wanted the butterfly set, so here I am. But Challenger is in reach of me. I'm pretty sure I could do Challenger if I want to. I just don't know if I care. I don't find the title that cool. Got to 8.5k Legion with this. Nice. The big benefits. Yeah, for me, this just gives me... I think I needed like 7 potions or something like that. And I have every class at 200 minimum. Which is really convenient for the upcoming level 3 links on all the classes. I wonder how that's going to work for something like the Explorer classes that already have technically higher than level 3 Link. Plus, this is your main. Yeah. What was your highest level before this character and most progressed? $265 DB. Okay, so... Got to 260. Oh, okay, so you had, like, not really gone your teeth into the game yet kind of thing. It was just like, I got to 260. I hit 265 before Challenger World. Challenger World is where I learned to play the game. Damn, so you've been going hard on the bossing and learning the bosses. That's why you were in there so much. I kind of didn't realize how new of a player you were. Well, clearly you've been enjoying your stay in the game since you're still around, so, you know. We've got your hooks in you now. There's no escape. Learned all the mechs from scratch. That's the one thing that's kind of nice about Maplestory is, like, a lot of the mechanics and stuff. Like, at least up to C-Teen and stuff, as far as I'm aware, like, nothing is too convoluted. Or so hidden that it's like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on my screen here. Like, how do I deal with this? Me and Billy plan on trying Black Mage for the first time together as a duo. After this 5, 10, 15 probably. With my Kinesis and his character at some point. I think I need more Star Force on my Kinesis though. Or not Star Force, but the heck is it called? Arcane Force. So we got that going on. So that'll be an interesting time to duo. If we can even do it. We'll have to see how it goes on my Star Force event here this weekend on my Kinesis and how much power I have. If I get to like 80 mil though, I think it should be fine. I did get 4-set Superior on my Kinesis, though. Literally got the belt last Tuesday. Not last Tuesday, but this Tuesday that was just passed. Right before reset, pretty much. I finally got a Superior belt on that character, so I was able to transfer my Pink Bean belt 22-star into it. Very happy about that. Got like 30 bill to use on the other server, so I should be able to get some 22s and hopefully some big gains. I mean, either way, I'm transferring over into 5-piece Arcane. So that's going to be massive. I love how I progressively just keep making it get closer and closer to the edge with that orb. Must pop the guild skills. I don't even know if I need them to be one-shotting or anything, but no reason not to pop them. I've got 260... Oh, wait, no, 216 down. I thought you said you had 216 frost lions. How much meso am I gaining an hour now? To be honest, I haven't really paid attention to that. I think in perfect conditions it's somewhere around like 600 mil per hour or something like that. I just messed up my positions. Whatever, we just swap it like this. It's fine. It's fine. I think you... How much meso? How much meso do you have? Ah, okay, yeah, I have more meso than you, so that's why I get more. I think it's like 500 to 16. 500 to 600 mil per hour, I think, now on this character. Because I'm at 1469 meso. I guess I could just check the exact rate. Give me a second here. Next time, in 5 minutes, I'll go check the stuff while I'm using my origin. I guess I could also just do it while I'm doing it like this. Okay, so I need to be like standing right here, do that, and do this. Okay. Shit, that's the wrong tab. That's also the wrong tab. Okay, it would be... Oh, I just messed up because I pressed that. Okay, Maple Maps. Nope, that's the daily tracker thing. Maple Maps. Maple Maps. Oh, that's right, I closed the Maple Map place. Damn it. Okay, gotta open a new tab for that. Okay, let's go there. Activate burst, do this. Okay, we're on Maple Maps. We're in Blooming Spring 2. The map info page. Yeah, so at my meso obtained, it is 590.3 mil if I'm getting perfect kill rate and loot rate. So probably like 580 is what my realistic meso obtained from this map per hour is. Pitchy, I missed that second net. You already fused 1,740 of them? What the hell? You need 5 slots. You need 100% from equipment. Okay, apparently I am stupid and I'm going to see the portal afterwards. So you need 5 meso and the rest is just drop rate. Oh my god, I just shot the wrong thing. Looking at chat. Minus 50 DKP. Gotta cook if you... Hey, you gotta cook, you know? Uh-huh. That's a lot of frost lines to capture, though. Jesus. Okay, this is like cursed, because I despawned that summon. They were breeded? Okay. Ooh, I was like, what the hell? They have crippling depression. I mean, yeah. Do you see how many you had to breed? Yeah, of course they're in depression. Everybody would be depressed after making that many kids. Actually, you'd be dead. But, you know, different problem. Yeah, let me see something here. Oh. It's so hard to click people. I just go party list, and it'll be the easiest way to check this. But yeah, look at your equipment. So one of meso obtain. Item drop, item drop. Oh, this is Giga Curse. That's right, despawn first. Okay, you need to... We'll check your gear here and see what you would need to do. You don't have all the event rings. So you could get another event ring and make that into a meso obtain piece. Replacing, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you have 5. Okay. Why is your meso obtain lower than mine? Oh, because my 18% ability. Never mind. Yeah, it's the inner. Yeah, it's the inner ability. That's what it is. Because I was like, how is he lower? But yeah, the 18% from inner ability. I don't know how much honor you have, but it's not too hard to reroll an inner ability that's not cool. Well, like, you just make a second preset, obviously, and roll that. Honor is broke. What the hell happened to your honor? How are you so broke? Was it really you? You didn't. Oh, I guess you got item drop rate 20%. Just empty. Yeah, I think everybody prefers to have meso drop rate as their top line. And then they go for item drop rate second. But I mean, I understand. If your honor's broke, you gotta settle with what you get. I came too early to do this again. Water time. How do I get that angel halo? Oh, the one that follows me around the... So that is from doing crafting. Look, you can't just bring the whole server with you, Kichi, when you transfer. They gotta keep something that you gotta refarm if you show up servers. Though legendary blueprints are a pain in the ass, so it'd be understandable that it would be nice to have those. Not gonna lie. So that is from crafting. I can't remember. Can I close the menus? Holy moly. Is it accessory crafting that gives that one? Let me check for you. Yeah, you need accessory crafting maxed out to be able to get this one that follows me around. So if I turn it off. On this server, it's kind of a pain in the ass to level up. But on the other servers, well, I guess you're a new player, so you won't have the resources of me. But you can also get this guy. You get this little hammer guy. He's the blacksmith one, if you max out that one. And then for alchemy, you get this goddess, too. I just like the angel one right now. Gives the big wings every time you spawn her in transition maps. But the only thing I can tell you, if you want to level it on this server, do your auto farming. Every day for 4 hours. This auto harvest will greatly increase your rates, aka the only way you're going to do it. If you have Threads of Fate done, that'll also be something you could be using. And then actually crafting-wise, until you would want to be crafting. So it really depends on how many advanced item crystals you have, right? Because the biggest blocker in this server is advanced item crystals to actually make XP. Because you need 10 of them per recipe for this one, which is the most efficient XP of Black Crystal, because you're probably going to run out of Black Crystal. So if you have a lot of advanced item honings, but not a lot of Black Crystals, this is the best recipe to be doing. You can also use the Dark Crystals with the advanced items. If you have a lot of Dark Crystals and Black Crystals, but not a lot of advanced item honings, or you have a lot of those and you have a lot of superior items, you can also do the belts. So the belts will use 8 dark crystals or 8 black crystals, but then it's using superior item crystals. Once you get to the item level, to level 11 though, you open up a new recipe, which is, give me a second here, gotta scroll very far down. Ingredients, down here. Magic Emberstone. Not super useful as a buff item for doing this, but what it does allow you to do is get a shit ton of XP for these. So Twisted Times and Philo Stones, you probably should have quite a bit of those. You get those, well, Twisted Times just drop, but the Philo Stones you get from dismantling items, so if you just do boss runs and dismantle all of the items, you'll get tons of those. The Grand Spell Essence, though, is where the problem comes in. So you can either naturally farm it from just killing mobs, which is a very slow rate, but you can also dismantle recipes. So all those recipes in your recipe bag that you have that are just existing, you can dismantle those and hope to get Spell Essence. The other thing that enables you to do is you can buy them from the recipe shop and turn that into Grand... So you turn Meso into Grand Spell Essence, pretty much. So you could technically just sit there power leveling it with Grand Spell Essences if you want to do that once you get to level 11. Or is that available at level 10? As soon as you have access to that Grand Or magic emberstone. Yeah, you need craftsman, so you need level 11. Then you can just power level with this through the power of mesos and extracting, but that is very tedious, so it's gonna take a while. Because there's no way to auto like put in the recipes as far as I'm aware with the crafting menu, so you have to individually click each of them. So you buy 30 of them, you put 30 in as 30 clicks. And you're not guaranteed to get Grand Spell Essence every time you dismantle it, so it's not like a 30 to 30 ratio. It's more like 30 to like 5 or 4 maybe if you're lucky. So yeah, gets very tedious very quickly. Okay, let me pop this rune, and then I will read Kichi's message, because I was explaining the crafting thing, so we were a little distracted. You can only retransfer files, but I guess fair enough. Like, if you spend enough resources in your first strong file, it can actually take multiple weeks for start to perfect stats and maxing out stats, like, what IV are you in Pokemon? You can have all of the max and power as well, and I think there was something like friendship stat bonus too. Yeah, so the PAL being able to transfer, you can do some pretty crazy stuff with. Which, like, when you look at that compared to the recipe, it's like, yeah, the PAL takes significantly more work. Understandable why they let you transfer that more than the recipes. There's also some other recipes that can be useful to make, but like the belt and the ring are the biggest things. Oh, I guess if you have diamonds, you can do a little, not cheese per se, but you can do something with them, because there is a recipe here. This one right here, this Swift Deadshot ring doesn't take anything other than the diamond and the abrasive. So you can make those and dismantle them, and they'll give you advanced item crystals. So if you have a bunch of diamonds, you can also craft with that. It won't give you any XP, but it gives you the advanced item crystals to craft. Know that you can transfer your boss mob, yeah. I mean, if everything else is transferable, I don't see why that wouldn't be able to transfer. But who knows? It's crazy how active Cadena was farming before, and now technically I could just like chill and just put this down, drop back down, smack once like this, and you know, you're full clearing the map. I say that as I let my thing despawn like a bozo, but you know. Wait, what do you mean when they're dying? Wait, what? When a pal dies in PvP, they're dead? I never actually went on the PvP servers. I just played on a PvE server when I started, so I don't know the rules of the PvP in Pal World. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure about, like, the rules of that. I was like, that's crazy if you can actually use your pals on those servers. Like, that's... You ain't going there with your perfect pals. You're just... Unless you're willing to refarm one. Yeah, I mean, okay. There's always ways to get around stuff like that in those types of games. One thing I never realized that I just recently like found out about, because I don't play Minecraft, right? Like I'm not a Minecraft gamer. I've never even played the game. I've watched people play the game. I've seen tons of mods for it and stuff, but I didn't realize how big some of the public servers were, where people just go on to play and progress and stuff. Like I didn't realize how big public servers got and how crazy it was. There's just a lack of knowledge in that aspect. I thought I would just play it on like custom, like private servers pretty much, and like public servers didn't really exist. But no, those things are thriving and big. At least for some of them. Don't use your single player world anymore. Last time you played on it was like a year ago. Yeah, that's not that surprising. I'd be a single player boy, or I'd play with like a few friends. But I would not be like public lobby joiner. Which is weird because I like streaming and I like meeting new people, but then at the same time, like, when I'm gaming, I just kind of keep it closed with the friends. Though I joined into yeah, it's weird. I don't know why I wouldn't want to join into public servers on Power World of all things. I do pugs all the time in games, so it's like, what's different? I guess it's more. I guess it would be more the thing of progression. Only reason for upgrading my server is Minecraft. Is it run badly because you have too many mods, or is it just you want more space? I can host all games without issue, but Minecraft gives me issues. That is wild, though. Yo, Pets, didn't I already feed you once this session? How do I need to feed you again? Ah, it's only... Okay, so it's a problem of that. Okay. Well, I'd imagine, yeah, without mods, you'd probably run the game just fine, but... Who plays vanilla... Who plays vanilla Minecraft if they're still playing it at this point? Unless they've never played it before. My leveling partner had to AFK. He did not trust me to keep him alive on the map from the anti-AFK mob. Damn, man. Everybody's got triple line lucks and stuff when I inspect them. Yeah, if you swap... Wait, how... That wouldn't work at all, right? Like, if you add another biome to the world after it's been generated, how does that even work? Like, that's not gonna work. You have to regenerate a new map, right? I'd get so tilted if somebody was doing that, though. It'd just be like, dude, just let's... Can we actually just play the game? Stop adding mods? If you have to keep regenerating the world, everything works different? Interesting. Oh, I didn't do Dave the Diver. Uh-oh. Do I care to do Dave the Diver? I definitely didn't do Dave the Diver. And I think I lose all my buffs if I go into there. Usually if you play Minecraft, it does generate a whole world instantly creating a world. It's just... Ah, but if you play in multiplayer, it generates chunks in real time while you play. I see. Yeah, because now you have to load all of those every time you're moving around and stuff and exploring, so it, like, the more mods you have, the longer that happens. So you use Chunky to pre-gen, like, sections of maps, but then that whole section is taken over. So if that guy wants his new biome added, he's got to go really far to get that new biome added. Whereas at the start of the server, you would just generate, it would generate, and it'd be like, within 10k blocks, you would probably generate all of that, and it would be fine. But you do that 2-3 times, well that's now 30k blocks away you had to go to generate the next. Yeah, it's like, it just becomes pain. Welcome back, cheesing. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do not the full 2 hours here because I'm gonna have to take a little breather to go do our boy Dave the Diver. So I'm gonna do this set of 30 as I get skill locked. If I don't lose my buffs while doing the Dave the Diver, I guess I could come finish it off afterwards. We'll be close to almost a full WAP. Skill lock! Why do they still have the skill lock bastard existing as a mob they can summon on the map? Why do they do that to you? Why does that still exist? The darkness mob is annoying enough. Jesus. Yeah, I would just be like, you're banned. You're gonna make a list, you're gonna get it done, and that's it. No more. PTSD from Junior Boogie. I fucking hate skill lock. Well, I guess if it works out like that, it's not too bad. But still. Yeah, I guess in 2 weeks, like, depending what mods you have installed, like, mods in Minecraft aren't exactly, like, the craziest playthrough, like, it takes 3 months to complete this mod type of stuff. No, it's, like, not that bad. You know what, Inferno Wolf? We'll wait the 10 seconds to go in there, and we're just gonna blast you into next week. Actually, crazy thing happened to me this weekend when it was the XP weekend. I was able to get 2 wolf kills to my name. Never had killed wolf before. Got the achievements for it. I was pretty happy about that. I definitely ain't killing this one because he's at 94%. This is a fresh wolf. Also, for some reason, I feel laggy when I'm in the wolf, which is very annoying. There's like some weird delay or something that messes up my combos in there. Because I'll be able to do the combos and bosses, but then I get into the wolf. Ain't no way I do some of the combos. Don't work. I get 5 bill at 2.5 bill? If you do another, it's supposed to be like, you should be at least getting like 500 bill from this map per hour. So if you do a couple whaps, you're going to be more than enough. I believe in you. Hey, also, you got the weekly bossing. Why, I assume you've already done your weekly bossing. Should be able to 17 your 2 arcanes plus CRAs. Yeah, weekly done. Okay, so yeah, I mean, as long as you do a couple whaps. Went into this week with like 200 mil. Okay, I see. Yeah, you should be able to make that 4 bill. Got your CRA hat to 3 cooldown seconds. Yeah, I haven't been working on my CRA yet. I don't really plan on even trying to 22 it in this event. Maybe it's possible. I'll have to see. Depending on the meso funds, but I got a lot of superiors to try and get to 20, so I think those are more important. Now it's only 2 cooldown with 12% luck. I'm surprised you tried to reroll. Well, does 3 cooldown even do anything for Dana? I can't remember what it was. I think 3 cooldown isn't that great for us unless you got like crazy hands, right? Is what they were saying on that guide. I'll have to check that. I'm gonna go check that real quick. Find yourself doing Maelstrom? That's kind of crazy that you find yourself doing Maelstrom. I feel like something always cooldown skips enough. Like, even without me doing the combos right now, just spamming it, I can't keep up. I don't even have the cooldown skip right now. Like, Well, I guess there I eventually caught up, but I'm not doing the other stuff, so it's like... I feel like there's always a button, as long as some stuff cooldown skips. Yeah, I guess if you want to, like, actually combo stuff, yeah, okay. Just having one skill up always happens, but actually being able to, like, combo it and do extra, yeah. So much yap, not enough placement. Plus, skim is too scary to hit sometimes. As long as you're not in ring of restraint, sim isn't that bad. You just go with it, you know. You just dash yourself into oblivion. You're like, fuck it. What's the worst that could happen? As you dash into death. Yeah, Vihala is the only thing that's, like, actually scary. Strings will just murder you if you try to skim. Yeah, if you're trying to dream during Gloom's laser. Well, like, I don't really ever try to greed during the laser. Unless well, when you origins, like, you just full blast them there and you don't care. But, like, I never try to greed during that because, like, we've never needed the DPS at that point to be like, oh yeah, this is a make or break if I do it. Gloom's the weird boss I actually enjoy for some reason. He's such a basic boss and should be boring. I mean, it's not wrong to do, right? Like, it is helpful. You are going to speed up the kills if you greed during that section. But, like, I don't find the risk worth the value kind of thing is more in my mind how I look at it. Because if I die there, you know, you only have 5 lives, so that boss can get pretty risky. Especially because, like, even with the potion in Door doesn't work for that. Because the laser beam just kills you through those. By saying, haha, screw you for pressing this button. Vale is so much easier to solo for sure, though. So I've never done Vihilla in a massive group. I've only ever done it as a duo. As a duo with Billy. It's not that bad. But we just play the fight. I've never done the pub strat where you sit in the corner. Because as 2-0 people, you're not surviving that with familiars and stuff like that. It's just not enough healing. It's not sustainable. Middle is the best? Okay. That's what we do, pretty much. Bounty Hunter portal. Like when you're running with friends, you keep it in the middle. Yeah, I feel like the middle is just the play, because it's so much easier to just be able to dodge and do everything. How much... So, what's the HP of, like, a max level PAL in the game? So I actually get an idea. Because I don't actually know how much HP a max level PAL would have. Peachy. So I can at least try to guess how much it would do in damage. Because I assume you're probably boosting it by like 200, 300% or something like that of bullet damage. And I imagine you're not able to just outright one-shot the highest level pals with your gun in one bullet, but maybe that's possible. But if a pal has like 30k HP or 50k HP, I'd imagine you're probably doing 500k HP. No, like a normal pal that you would actually fight, you know? Like something that's not like absurd. Because like the tower boss is, you know, an outlier. Bound with the MVP yet again. Thank you so much. Or as I call him sometimes, Free Cheesy, you know? We mix and match the name. You had like 10 today? Level 60 pals have around 4 to 5k HP, the wild ones. I feel like you're able to one-shot one of those then. I want to say your bullets are probably doing like 4,000 damage. Then, if I had to take a wild guess, I'm going to go with 4,000 damage to be safe. You're probably hitting harder than that and probably just way overkilling them with all the boosts, because if you max it out, I'm sure you way overkill. But I'm going to go with somehow you're not just one-tapping the level 60 pals. But I could be completely wrong and you're like doing like 30k damage a bullet or something. But I'm going with 4k. And the answer is, we don't know yet, but we'll find out. Okay, the fact that you can hit 30k is crazy. But how much does a single bullet of an assault rifle actually do? I say 4k, just because that sounds like pretty absurd and would be absolutely insane damage. But maybe it's too much still. Because the rocket launcher is kind of, you know, that's a special case usage. Am I even going to be able to do Dave? Hello, Fozzie. I'll be raiding in like 30 minutes or so. What are you guys even doing? You guys can just do stuff without me. You don't need to wait. The only thing I want you guys to save is like the hard mortem. Other than that, I'm fine for the rest of the stuff if I have to plug it. Also, nobody added me. We just yapping? Yeah, I'll be good to raid in like 30 minutes or so. You know what? I'm just gonna skip the day of the diver. I don't even care. That's not the end of the world. I'm gonna have more than 300k coins, so it's like whatever for that event. Just yapping about me. What the hell are you yapping about me behind my back for? What'd I do? Okay, against a wild monster which are around level 55, it's like 400 to 500 normal, 800 to 1000 crit. Of course, against the lower levels, you do more. And against a Ride Bunny, you did 2k damage. Okay, so I was way off in my estimate. But also, my estimate was like, I was assuming you were just breaking the game's balance somehow. with maxed out stuff. But I guess it is your bullet, so, like, there's a lot of scaling that doesn't exist for the player compared to the pals. Still, at 800 to 1,000 damage crits, you're blowing through the mob very quickly. It's still not taking that long. That's not that many bullets. If something has 4 to 5k HP. You're not one-tapping him, but you're almost one-tapping him. Yo, can I get lucky and get one of these? Oh my god, you're not even using a maxed out weapon either. Okay, yeah, you got a lot more damage in the tank. Gotcha. You're gonna be annihilating those poor little souls. They don't even know what hit them. 2 bullets to the back of the head and they're done. This guy. Got mine in 7, by the way. You're freaking luck. Free cheesing, your luck is insane. No wonder your friends wanted you to play this game. They want to just see the insanity that you'll get. My man's gonna be the first one with like a 25 or something. 25 star item coming in. You heard it here first. If a pal is sleeping around, sleeping headshot critical is 4.56. 4.6k damage. Why did I say 4.5k? Like, what the... Eh. I can't read numbers, guys. Dude, what is my movement right now? This is, like, just pathetic. It's not that hard what I'm trying to do. Reminds me, what level? You are level 5. Okay, so do I have enough cards to level you up? I'm gonna go with a yes because there's a second stack of you, and you, no, I don't have enough cards for it. Wow, that's awkward. Technically, I have enough cards. Which combos do I like the most? I mean, I really like the just bat. Like, I'm gonna be real basic here. One of my favorite buttons to press, just because of like the feel of it, is just pressing the shuriken with bat. I know it's not really much of a combo, but I really enjoy that one. I really like the... I like doing decoy bombs into brick. Decoy bomb brick. Okay, 1 second here. Gotta resummon the things here. We didn't resummon them because we're yapping about combos. I really wish with the brick, though, you could actually combo, like if I could do this into pressing summon claw. But if you use claw with brick, you actually just brick the damage. For some reason, they made it so you can't brick claw correctly because you cancel the damage of brick sometimes. Or I think it's like 100%. It's really weird. I don't know why it's like that. But I like anything that combos claw into it too. Anything that just ends with a claw combo at the end of it just feels nice to me. I don't know what it is. Claw also feels like a fun skill. Bomb, shotgun, claw. Yeah, I do this a lot myself. Anything that just rips a claw in it, it just feels fun to me though. And I also like brick. I find it ridiculous when you press up brick. Because it moves you. Yeah, see, I decided not to go Ring of Restraint. Because I'm a psychopath who likes continuous. And I decided I would just go continuous instead. So I just rip myself all over the place in boss fights. I have yet to do Valhalla. So, we'll see how that goes when I do it. I technically don't need to do Valhalla at all. But I'm probably going to go mess around with the bosses after this 5, 10, 15 and see what I get to. Theoretically, it is better if you play perfectly. Yes, if you maintain the uptime and do all that stuff, it will be better. But, yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm a god like Cadena, okay? I just noticed a problem when I pop this. The orb, the fountain can't keep up with the mob spawn because it can't hit enough mobs. I think my least favorite skill actually is just using summon daggers. I don't know what it is. The daggers just disappoint me for some reason. Why? I don't think it's possible to make it do it. I don't think there's anything you can do about that, though. When I use the pot, like, we're on a too big of a map. Because I guess what you could try doing is swapping one of your orbs here instead to try and alleviate that problem. Because this, like this, and then you would put your fountain over here, and then when you pop the VIP booster, you just have to handle the extras that this can't handle over here, so you have to move more during it. I guess is the only thing you could try doing to fix that. I don't know what else you could do. I think that's the only way to do it, is just changing this spot to here. And then you wouldn't have any leaks, I think. I'm pretty sure these two orbs at level 10 should be able to handle. Oh, but that doesn't really work. No, that doesn't work either. No, that's defective also. That's even more defective for normal gameplay. Because this orb isn't reaching over here. And is leaking these guys. Yeah, that's just defective. That don't work. Yeah, I don't know. With the VIP booster, you just can't hit enough mobs. With the fountain would have to, like, one-shot. And I'm not powerful enough to one-shot with fountain. What's your power at? If your fountain one-shots, you're probably not leaking at all. Oh, you're at 31, so you're probably just one-shotting, because you have... Yeah, if your fountain one-shots, you're not leaking then. It's not one-shotting? Is it... I guess it has to be two-shotting. If mine's able to two-shot, yours is definitely two-shotting. Or is mine three-shotting? Okay, we need to go check this. Let's see. Hello, friend. I need you to explode with mobs being here. Please explode. Oh, it despawned. Maybe mine three shots and I've not realized. Oh, I also guess it depends on the level of your fountain. I don't know what level your fountain is. Because mine is level 30. So mine's hitting for... 900%. Yours is 25? Okay, so it's not that bad. You're not that far off, but I don't know how much percentage that is. Let's see. Oh, yours is maxed? Okay, okay. I thought it was 25 with the 5 level boost. Yeah, mine is not quite one shot. It's two shotting for me right now. Wait, how is yours not one shotting then? Because you have so much more power than me. What? How much normal? How is your damage rate? Well, yeah, because the problem is the damage range right now is because of my stacks. And I also have the buffs. Oh, you're not keeping MF up? Oh. How much is your normal enemy damage? My normal enemy damage is also quite high compared to yours. You've turned into me, my man. You stopped using your abilities. You're just chain farming. Which feels very nice, but... Yeah, without the MM stacks, that makes sense. That's like 90% of the damage. Way easier on the hands. I mean, technically, you could do what you could do this, where you just rope lift up, chain, sit here, press R, kill the mobs around you. When it respawns, press, or well, I say R. You do summon daggers, and then you do bat, and you just repeat that, and then you chain up, chain, drop down. And just keep repeating like this, and you should be like full clearing. Mine only goes up to 32. Well, the thing is, I'm at 26 mil damage range normally. That's because you saw me with my cooldowns on, because I just popped my burst. So you're still higher than me by quite a bit, because I'm only at 26 mil. My XP items. Maybe I'm just weak. I don't know. It just doesn't really, like, add up. Unless mine is 3-shotting, and I'm crazy this whole time. I really need to see this get hit. Okay, well no, mine is definitely 2-shotting. I don't know what causes that. I do have more normal damage to mobs. I'm at 135% because of my inner ability. From skills or something. Because I'm at 135% and I'm higher than you, so that is a big difference. It's probably from this thing right here with the Morningstar. Because I have 35% from that. I think you went like all in on damage stuff, right? Did we just get a warning boss? We did get a warning boss. My man with the origin, carrying the victory. Yeah, so that 35% normal damage right there is the big, like, that's what's making the massive difference. It's a pretty big gain that you don't have. But that explains why I'm almost one-shotting and you're also in the same boat. If you had just a bit of that normal monster damage, you'd probably just one-shot with it and just like, yeah. I think the setup works fine if you one-shot with the orb, because it'll keep up with the burning mobs. I think there's only like one mob on the map we miss sometimes. And it's one when they randomly come over here in between and they get away from the orb. Tomorrow I should be free of all my stuff, so we're just gonna go hard on the Maplestory. Gonna do all my weekly bossing to get all that out of the way. Well, all of the solo weekly bossing that I can do. And then after that, we'll see how much mesos we have. And make a plan for the 5, 10, 15. I think I have like around 40 bill on the main server. On Kronos to use, and then here we're gonna have something like 10 bill? Yeah, around that probably. I just left the map. Gotta love when you do that one, because you press the up arrow to do an up jump, and then next thing you know, you've entered a portal, and you're like, where am I? Well, I'm also more established on the other servers, so... Yeah, because how many characters do you actually weekly boss on the other server? One? Yeah, okay, so you're... you're a little weaker than me on that server for characters that actually boss. I technically do 8 characters, I think. But I only do like 5. And I've just been grinding and playing on this server mostly, so I haven't really been grinding on the other server or making mesos. Okay, final checks for sanity. This, done. This, done. Okay. This, done. Okay. Oh yeah, do not buy the flame pass for that flame thing right now. I don't know what nutcase thought that was like a good idea. To put that at $30, but like you get jack squat for $30 from that thing. That is crazy. Like whoever tried to think, oh, this is worth the money for $30. Don't need to use VIP boosters. I pop them if I have them, but yeah, I don't really think about it. I don't go out of my way to get more. Like these VIP boosters are giving me for free, I'll use them. Actually, another thing that would actually fix the VIP booster problem we have is you just pop your cooldown, and for most of it, you'll have the chains helping out the orb. So with the chains helping out the orb, it'll keep up even with not one-shotting. Only use them up starting level 140, I mean. I only ever use the VIP boosters on a character that's actually grinding. Or I keep some and I buy some for when something hits 260 to cheese 6 job. Because with 3 VIP boosters, you can do all of the EXP needed for the orbs. That's like the only other thing I save and use them for. Which reminds me, I haven't done that on my collie yet. I need to spend some time at some point to do the collie and get it at 6 job. It's been 6 job ready for like weeks now and I've just been lazy. The burning field is gone, no! Our beautiful 60% diminished to nothing, or 70% I should say. How are you still alive? I'm gonna go till this MVP is done, and I think I'll be calling stream there for today. We started a bit later today than when I usually want to start. I've been pretty bad about that recently. The heat and weather has been murdering me. But we'll be back tomorrow with some more Maplestory. Continuing the grind for this 5, 10, 15. Making as much as we can before the event. In hopes that we get big gains, which, like, no matter what, I'm going to make some gains. But we might get some bigger gains. Hopefully I get some of my superiors to 20 star. We got a couple dupes, so it should be... The belt should be able to get up to 20 star on this. The people trying to do Ursus at this point, man, you guys are desperate. There's 3 minutes left, man. Like, you came on pretty late to do that Ursus, didn't you? The final origin of the stream. Okay, I did do Golux and Arcarium. For a second there, I forgot to do both of those guys, and I was like, wait a minute. But no, I got a superior both today from that. Oh. Probably helps if I pop these at least. "50 seconds left on the MVP from our friend Cheesing. Solo carrying me through MVPs. And we have... Oh, wait, no. That's reset. Not quite what I was expecting. Reset happened earlier than the MVP died. Oh, we got a portal on the map. We've got a portal on the map. Did I even get XP when I kill these mobs? Yes, I get XP when these die. And with that, the MVP is done. We are going to finish up this portal, go... You know what I forgot to do, guys? I forgot to turn in the quests. That's what I forgot to do. I did all the dailies, and I forgot to turn them in. Well, it's not the end of the world. I knew I forgot to do something. I checked all the other stuff. I didn't think to check dailies. Whoops. Mistakes were made. XP was lost. A little bit of Erda was lost. Not the end of the world. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the stream for today, guys. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with some more Maplestory, continuing the grind. If you enjoy the content and you're not already following, give me a follow on Twitch. If you enjoy the content on YouTube, give me a like and a sub. And if you want to be more connected, !Discord will get you a link to my Discord server. But thank you guys all for hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. May you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. And if you have any game that has RNG in it, I hope RNG favors you. Because God knows RNG doesn't favor me that well. So I hope your RNG is better than mine. Bye-bye!